There is a logical truth I read in a white paper a few years back. It was a bleak depiction of the future of television and general broadcasting, the likes of such no one has seen before. Occasionally, I will reminisce of the day we got our first television. A young buck imagining it fell from space, or perhaps it was gifted to us by the ever-popular Martians. The oval-shaped screen and huge vacuum tube, surrounded by a disarrayed array of various mercury-based tubes, gave it the appearance of a movie prop. Perhaps originating from within the sacred confines of the TARDIS, or discovered by Buck Rogers himself. Wrong, son. In all aspects. But it is of no consequence. Back those days, the fast cooling alloys and technology you have now existed only as fantasy artwork or science fiction based realities. Televisions were not encased in wooden cabinets so as to cool efficiently. This gave them an eerie appearance. Sheeple rumors of radiation leakage. So you ask yourself, who cares? What is television anyways? Can you get TikTok and YouTube on one? We are too late. Our moment of heroism slipped through the arthritic fingers of Father Time. During the mid-90s, armed with sensibility and knowledge, we as warriors marched against the mass misinformed video game sheeple and gangsta rap headphone zombies. Our television fared well through the storm. The craftsmanship of the era assured my snitty father that this is the top-of-the-line television receiver. You could see the green hue of envy emitting from behind loosely pulled drapes. Neighbors' gossip receptors spreading the news. In numerous ways we have blown it. It being 3 generations of Facebook scholars, Instagram doctors, Snapchat reporters and TikTok whistleblowers. Majority of today's youth are carrying a very heavy yoke of violence, displacement, rejection and addiction. Worse than even that, we forgot to be actual parents. We got lost in the cupboard amidst the mountain of margarine lids. Dare not attempt to explain the attaching of a set of rabbit ears and searching and securing that sweet spot that gives access to all 3 of the nationwide visual media. A defeatist would say, and the optimist would agree, that the 3 latest generations have pulled the heart out of localized broadcasting. In short, sheeple killed the video star. By 2030 there will no longer be stations as we have known them. In replacement there will be a ton of specialty channels. I am sure you have noticed CTV and other networks have already begun to separate their content by genres. CTV mystery, CTV drama, etc. I believe it was National Geographic that pioneered this idea. There will be no more CTV Toronto or CTV Ottawa, etc. Local news will still be broadcast somewhat the same. Only it shall be on each network's news channel. So, eventually we will pay for customized bundles from each and every network. It will be the biggest money grab in the history of broadcasting. The only free analog channels will be the ones already available. They are very repetitive and screen shows that are purposefully a season or 2 behind the digital subscription packages. Sorry for the longest answer. I have always been a knowledge junkie, and with being laid up for most of the past 4 years I have had little to do except read, listen and watch mind-stimulating educational shows. The fat cats will get fatter and the low-income audience will be trapped in a world of rabbit ear antennas and reruns of Matlock and Chips. All this makes me feel like the village elder. When I was a kid our TV was round screen, black and white. There was 3 channels and after midnight they were off the air. My dad was the first one to buy a color TV in our neighborhood. I got in big trouble for forging a letter from Dad to the school saying the whole class was invited to our home to watch the Jetsons and the Flintstones. Dad was not amused when we came marching through the door and interrupted him and his buddies pissed drunk playing their weekly poker game. So, that's that. Lol.